China rejects NASA accusation it will take over the moon. China on Monday rejected as an irresponsible smear a warning from the chief of NASA that China might take over the moon as part of a military program, saying it has always called for the building of a community of nations in outer space. China has stepped up the pace of its space program in the past decade, with exploration of the moon a focus. China made its first lunar uncrewed landing in 2013 and expects to launch rockets powerful enough to send astronauts to the moon towards the end of this decade. The U.S. side has constantly constructed a smear campaign against China's normal and reasonable outer space endeavors, and China firmly opposes such irresponsible remarks. China has always promoted the building of a shared future for humanity in outer space and opposed its weaponization and any arms race in space, he said. NASA, under its Artemis program, plans to send a crewed mission to orbit the moon in 2024 and make a crewed landing near the lunar South Pole by 2025. The Artemis Accords were signed on 13 October 2020 by representatives of the national space agencies of 8 countries: Australia, Canada, Italy, Japan, Luxembourg, the United Arab Emirates, the United Kingdom and the United States. Subsequent signatories are Ukraine, South Korea, New Zealand, Brazil, Poland, Mexico, Israel, Romania, Bahrain, Singapore, Colombia and France. The accords remain open for signature indefinitely, as NASA anticipates other nations will join. NASA also made space cooperation with Taiwan of Republic of China to counter People Republic of China in Beijing. Taiwan is building a $47 million lunar lander as part of the first-ever moon mining project, officials said in 2016. U.S. space agency NASA is leading the project, which is called Resource Prospector and aims to be the first mining expedition on another world. The rover is designed to excavate hydrogen, oxygen and water from the moon, NASA says on its website. In terms of capabilities, Taiwan's space industry can be called on par with China. Even though it's just getting started, Taiwan even has a startup that can build reusable rockets developed by Advanced Rocket Research Center (ARRC) of Taiwan. The AARC was created in June 2016 by the university and private sector partners to develop space technology, cultivate technical experts in fields related to space exploration, and create capabilities for Taiwan to launch rockets bearing instruments or satellites unassisted, it said. The center's research team in 2020 conducted the world's first successful suspension test of a hybrid propellant rocket. Taiwan to more than double annual missile production capacity amid China tension. Taiwan plans to more than double its yearly missile production capacity to close to 500 this year, the island's defense ministry said in a report, as it boosts its combat power amid what it sees as China's growing military threat. Taiwan last year approved extra military spending of 240 billion Tongan Pangas, $8.6 billion over the next 5 years as tensions with China, which claims the island is its own territory, have hit a new high and Chinese military planes have repeatedly flown through Taiwan's air defense identification zone. In a report printed on Wednesday and sent to the parliament for review by lawmakers, a copy of which was reviewed by Reuters, the defense ministry said the extra spending included plans to boost annual missile production capacity to 497 from the current 207 a year. Among them are Taiwan's self-made Wanqian air-to-ground missiles as well as the upgraded version of the Xiong Feng-Yi missile, the longer-range Xiong Sheng land attack missile which military experts say is capable of hitting targets further inland in China. The ministry was also planning to start manufacturing unspecified attack drones, with an annual production target of 48 such aircraft. The military-owned National Chung-Shan Institute of Science and Technology is aiming to build 34 new facilities to manufacture missiles by the end of June, a move that would help meet production peak starting in 2023, the report said. About 64% of the extra military spending, which came on top of planned military spending of 471.7 billion Tongan Pangas for 2022, will be spent on anti-ship weapons such as land-based missile systems, including a 148.9 billion Tongan Pangas plan to mass-produce homegrown missiles and high-performance ships. Thank you for watching.